didn't write for them to deport her. Don't cyberbully.
Guys, welcome back to another video, and welcome to Cyberbull. So, as you know, it's been a very, very long time. I've been so busy. I decided to leave the nonsense on the street behind for some time. But there's certain things I couldn't ignore. Of course, we still have unique choices certificate saga coming up. That's still going to be done at the mansion, a shower. Or is it a shower mansion? Don't know. But today I just couldn't skip this thing, which is what I call delayed reaction. You know, when something has been eating you for some time, and then you decide to come out how many years later. I think this is what's happening now. But of course, when you have delayed reaction, it usually means that you sometimes massage or forget what actually happens. So I think this is what's happening here. Now, as always, remember that this video is very educational. No defamation intended. It's protected under both US and Nigerian copyright acts, and it is transformative in that I am using clips. We'll be speaking over those clips and transforming them into something completely different. And I'm entitled to free speech. We have the right to hold opinions, and that's what we are doing here. Yeah. So with that being said, let's analyze the following video. Please leave your comments. You have the right to have your comments as long as there's no insult. Let's start. Now, we know that the latest drama on the street is between Uche and Glowria, or let's say Glowria, as Choice would say, Glowria. And the question is, was she shading Glowria in her Opeyemi video that she uploaded? So we know that Uche uploaded this video talking about the dark side of social media nobody wants to talk about, and she started talking about these Instagram vendors and how their pages are being torn down. But then somewhere along in the video, she started talking about all these other unrelated things, which Glowria now took to mean that she was talking indirectly to her. So the question is, was she doing that? Now let's listen to some of the things that Uche was saying.
It's a threat to them. Your graduate is a threat. Relocate is a threat to them. You're doing well. Your family is okay. You're a threat to them. You're living your husband's.
So did you hear some of the things that she said? You're doing well. Your family is okay. You are a graduate. This kind of reminds me of, of course, the ongoing saga that we have with Unique Choice and her certificates. And so the question is, was Glowria justified to think that Unique Choice was shading her? I think it's more than a coincidence, actually. She's talking about graduate certificates and all of the rest. That yes, she was talking about Glowria.
Because of course I'm the light. Whenever darkness sees me, they tremble, they want to react. So when I see people react to fool me, I know you're full of darkness. That's why when you see light, because if those people are not darkness, why will you see light and you're trembling?
And so Glowria now came out in a live stream to talk about Uche shading her. And of course, now people are coming out saying, oh, no, she wasn't speaking about you. But, the thing that got me, I always like to listen to how people use their words and their language. Yeah. And the thing that really struck me, apart from graduate, you think that you're people are graduates, you're jealous of them and all of the rest. But the thing that really got me was when she started talking about light and darkness. And this is one of the things that Glowria said made her believe that Unique was speaking about her. So Glowria now made that video. I keep saying Glowria. Uche now came out to address her with a long video talking about this mad woman on YouTube. And
when she made that video, it wasn't too insultive, even though our vibe is always very negative. You see that negativity now. You see that darkness in her. When I watch her, I see darkness. To God who made me, I only see that. That's why I stopped watching her. I can't be. There's nothing. Light and darkness don't have anything to do together.
So for me, I do believe, because of the use of words, and the certain situations that she was describing about being a graduate and all the rest, that she was definitely talking about Glowria. Yeah. There's no way. But I mean, I would just want to pause here in this video and just say, I beg, I'm tired of people believing that they are superior somehow. All of this rubbish about I'm light and you're dark. Who is light and who is dark? What makes you think that you are better? Yeah. How can you say that you're light when at the end of the day, some of the things that you've done doesn't make sense. You are talking down on somebody for their life circumstances. You are reporting, even going as far as going to immigration and everything else. You are acting holier than thou. You're mocking and shaming this person. I'm not saying that Glowria is perfect. Of course, we know that Glowria has a mouth. Glowria can come out, provoked, unprovoked, whatever you want to call it. But Glowria can come out, especially when she's being provoked, or she acts in a very reactive way. She will come out and she will finish you. So we know that. But you yourself are not perfect. All this rubbish about, you are light and the other person is dark, it's not going to hold. The thing that really struck me about that video, it wasn't just like your first video on the 16th, where you started with Opeyemi and these Instagram vendors and all of the rest and their WhatsApp chats. And then you now moved into you're jealous, graduate, and all this kind of thing, light and dark, At the end of this video, if this video is just about addressing somebody coming to tell you about that you were not shading them and this is what she did to you, I could understand that. But you couldn't even stay on point in that video. You seem to have been gossiping in the back. Yeah, because there were things that you put in that video, and I'm thinking, was it necessary for you to go into that video and say all of these things?
After 12 years or 13 years of living in a country where people that live in that same country, like her, that she's always bullying, she's always on these people's case, about 3 of them and 4 of them.
Who are the 3 or the 4? So we know Unique Choice, and we know your bestie Lily Pope. So who is the third person that she's bullying, that was in the same country with her in Malaysia, that she's always on their case?
That lives in the same country like her for years and relocated back to Nigeria too. They build house.
Is that the twin rainbow duplex from Lily Pope?
Got married, have children, doing well for themselves. Some of them have relocated to another country.
Okay, so we know that it's Lily Pope she's speaking about. So Lily Pope has now gone to Canada. We don't know her status there. Okay.
Some of them have done their masters.
And then Unique Choice has done her masters. Yeah. Okay.
Where I'm giving you a bibliography or biography. Came back last year or 2 years ago, literally empty. Went to the backside of Abuja, backside, to rent a room self-contained. There is no decency to even buy a car, small Corolla.
I mean, at the end of the Unique Choice, this is not a good look for you at all. Let me tell you, it seemed like a gossip. Honestly, this is not. This doesn't sound like you just came out to react because Glowria made a live stream about you. Now, this seems to be something that you have been discussing for some time, and you saw the opportunity now, like I said, delayed reaction, to come out now and discuss this now. And there's nothing wrong with that, you understand? But I think sometimes you should just own it with your full chest. I don't think you need to come out and start acting as if, because some of the things you're talking about now, they're not relevant. Now, you said in your video on the 18th of June, when you now came out after Gloria's live stream, that, the reason why you reported to immigration was because she was insulting you and your husband. But you know that's not true.
So they're saying, I've never done giveaway before. I'm so stingy. I've never helped anybody before.
Okay, so now we know that, yes, part of this was one of the reasons why you were very offended back in 2024, yeah?
So it wasn't a problem when she made that video. It wasn't too insulting.
So if it wasn't insulting, why did you go to immigration?
So moving on, she now made a video. The video wasn't the problem. So
stay in one place, Uche, because I'm not understanding. The video wasn't a problem. It wasn't too insultive and whatever. So stay in one place. So what are you justifying in this new video now for you going to immigration?
She made a video. She don't stop. Because she wants to poke you. I mean,
anyway.
She picked it. It didn't end there.
Uche, it's like you don't have a straight story. In 2026, your story now is not straight as to why you took the actions you took.
She started live stream upon live stream. There was no insult that this girl did not throw on me. There was no insults. She threw insults on my husband, on my father, on my mother, on my sisters, on my generation. Insults on top of nothing. I did not reply. And you guys know I don't reply.
So first of all, you start by saying that the video was not too bad, it was not insultive, and then you are now saying that she now did many live streams and was insulting your husband and everything else. Yeah, so that's the reason why you went to immigration. Okay, but that sounds reasonable. Yeah.
It was too much for me. I came out, I did one video, ladies and gentlemen, on top this same girl. I did one video. And that's exactly what I did, because there was nothing else I could do. Leave your thoughts in the comment section.
So guys, I want you to leave your thoughts in the comment section.
There was nothing else I could do. This same guy was bullying me, she made over 50 live stream about me.
I don't remember there being 50 live streams. I know that you, around that time, set up a live stream. I think, was it Immigration with Uche, that your channel? And then I know that Lily Pope was just, and I think in your live stream, you had Unique Choice there, you had Laureen there, you had many people that you'd gathered there to speak about your immigration petition or thing that you were doing. And I know at the same time, Glowria was doing her live streams. I know Choice TV were doing live streams. Everybody was talking about her immigration status and how she doesn't have papers and how she should be taken out of that country. Is she even married? Is she even this? So I remember that, but I don't remember Glowria doing 50 live streams. Now, what sparked all of this off that I can remember in 2024 is that Glowria had not been doing reaction for some time. And then she came back, and yes, she came back with a few videos, shading videos here and there. But one of the main things that she was doing at that time is that she was critiquing and analyzing people's channels and telling them this is the reason why you're not growing, or this is the reason why maybe your subscribers are static, and these are the things that you can do to improve your channel and your niche, talking about maybe your personality or whatever. So this is what I remember Glowria was doing.
The Golden Hotel. It made me smile. I was so happy because that's the first step to progress. The next thing that I want editorial to do is to create a separate account for Eddie Golden and Hotel. You see, these are the small things, then they make changes. There was no hashtag for the business before, but because I said it, there is now an hashtag for the business. I miss so well for my sister. I'm not wishing editorial bad. If you know, you know. If you watch my video, you know I have good intentions. It's not just for mere content.
Now people are gonna come for me. They're gonna say, you're biased. You're making Glowria look so good and whatever. Look, number one, let me just tell you right now, everybody's bloody biased in this world. Yeah, everybody is biased. If you tell me, between Nello and Adeze, who do I prefer? I would tell you that I prefer Adeze. But if you tell me between Nello and Banter, who do I prefer? I would say I prefer Nello. If you tell me between UK and editorial, you all know the answer. I would say definitely I prefer UK. But between editorial and peace, and it's very difficult to make a distinction, I definitely prefer editorial. Between Kemsey and her sister Jenny, I prefer Kemsey. Yeah? So we're going to have different biases here. And I'm not here trying to make Glowria look good. But for me, I always believe that you should call a spade a spade. I keep saying that we should always go based on evidence. Don't go based on emotion or what you believe. Go based on the evidence that's in front of you. And so, like I said, at that time in 2024, what Glowria was doing was analyzing and trying to create like a kind of sub niche within reaction that, okay, I'm going to look at your channel and tell you why things are maybe not going as well as they are, or so it might be that maybe Uche's criticism, because she analyzed Uche's channel as well, and maybe it didn't go down well with her. Maybe the titles were more harsh. There was still advice, but she didn't take it very lightly. This is one of the titles that Glowria came out with, and this one was just about the fact that there's no point going to watch Uche's video because there's nothing that she's teaching there. There's nothing educational there. So in reverse, it was like, Uche, you need to do better because you're not doing anything to keep people on your channel. You're either repeating things again and again, or your personality or your content is boring. The other one that she did, and this is the only one that she mentioned in this recent video, was Return of YouTube Beggars. Maybe the title's harsh, but she was just saying, why are you coming out to beg? You don't do giveaways, you don't do this. It's reaction. She's got the right to have her opinion. Yes? These were the things that annoyed Uche at the time. There was no mention of, insulting my family, insulting my generation, insulting my husband. Yeah? And so if you look at Uche's channel, you can see her, the only two videos that were there. This was the one that she did after she made the first video. Yes? And she said, why so much bitterness? What is eating you up, Glowria? And then the next video, which was after several more videos, was she's going to learn the hard way. And this is when she started talking about immigration. Yeah. So when she's now saying this thing about, oh, she insulted my husband and whatever in this recent video, and that's the reason why I went to immigration, is a lie. It's a lie. So yeah, in this video on the 22nd of May 2024, there was no mention of insults on husband, insults on my generation, insults on this. Yeah. And so the reason why Uche was pained initially was not the insults on her husband. Let's listen to what she said in that video.
Glowria, you speak with so much audacity and so much boldness. You speak as though you know someone too much. You are an investigative journalist.
So this is the thing that really annoyed Uche, you understand? Because like I said, Glowria was there doing channel analytics. Why this channel not get views? Why you not get subscribers? You need to add more energy to make people watch. There's no people coming to your channel. They can just come here. I can analyze what you said in that video because there was nothing there. Yeah, that was what she said that annoyed you.
You can talk about people, you can investigate people, you can do this, you're an advisor, number one advisor. You know YouTube strategies more than everybody on YouTube. Because the way you talk with the audacity and boldness, you talk as though you work hand in hand with the AI in YouTube, you work hand in hand with the CEO of YouTube, you know all the algorithm, you know everything. So you have to tell this person how to do this on their channel. You can tell this person what to do. You can tell this person what to put on their channel.
So can you hear the reason why Uche was annoyed in 2024 in that first video? Yeah.
You know everything. You know good content. You know boring content. You know it all.
And this is the time that we also knew that she had been watching I Know It All's videos, because not only did she put her name on the thumbnail, you understand, she invited her into the live streams she and Linda were doing about this immigration thing, and they were all there together. Immigration. Yeah.
You say all manner of condescending thing just to bring low my personality or my character. Sit down and analyze you and talk as though they know you so well. You say, oh, nobody should watch my yesterday's video because promise you is the most boring, most, what do you call it again? What's the English you use again? Most complaining, whatever video.
So you can see, she said, she was concerned about being called boring, that her content was boring, her personality not sweet, her personality was dry. That was the thing that annoyed Uche the most. There was nothing there in that video about she insulted my husband, she did this, she did that.
Video you've never seen. Don't know manner of videos trying to tarnish my image and personality because I told my subscriber if they want to gift me. What is your problem with that?
So that was the first video that she made, yeah? That she now became very, very annoyed. So then the next video that she made was this video where she said she's going to learn the hard way. And this was now on the 2nd of June. Let's hear whether she now starts speaking about, oh, I've reported her because of insults on my husband, insults on my generation, insults on my children, insults on this.
But not vindictive reaction. Not calling my content boring. Not talking down on my personality. I'm not going to take that in 2024. Never. Do your reaction and don't cyberbully.
That's cyberbully. You don't finish you for you. So this was what she was concerned about, Uche. You understand? It was the cyberbully. Yeah, that the fact that she was. It seemed to be very boring, dry personality and everything else. That's what Uche was concerned about in those two videos. So did you hear in that in those two videos anything about her insulting her husband, whatever? But in this video that she just did a few days ago, she's now saying live stream upon live stream, she was insulting my husband, insulting.
Live stream upon live stream. There was no insult that this girl did not throw on me. There was no insults. She threw insults on my husband, on my father, on my mother, on my sisters, on my generation. Insults.
And you know what this thing really reminds me of? This reminds me of Lily Pope. This is how Lily Pope came out as well to start her so-called reaction channel, which actually she started because she wanted to make money. But she came out with, oh, they insulted my husband, they insulted whatever, but she could not bring one single video where her husband was insulted. Not one single one. Yeah. And in reality, what had happened is that she kept doing her marriage do's and don'ts, and people kept coming out, the reactors, and were actually defending her husband against Lily, which is what she doesn't like. You know, I said as a narcissist, they don't like not being the most liked person. So even me, I support Dadim over Lily, which she hates more than anything else. So she came out with that scam. They insulted my husband, they drag husbands and blah, 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 and used that as cover to now do that, her so-called reaction channel. And so Uche is now doing the same thing as well, yeah? That they insulted my husband, they blah, blah. So I had no choice but to go to immigration. But we now know it is not true. And the other thing that I don't understand, why was she the only person that you reported? She was not the only person who had made videos about you in the past. Yeah, people have accused you of being a gossip, of going from place to place spreading gossip. Yeah, people have accused you of a number of things, but you chose that it was only her. That not only did you want to report, but you wanted to report to immigration.
Let's have had encounter with few people that have been calling me names. Let's have encounter with them. I've talked bad about them and they're reacting. It's making them react so much. It's not even like a problem to me, but not you. You that have a lot of skeleton in your cupboard.
And I think a big part of this is that these people actually feel that they are superior to Glowria somehow. I don't understand. You know, whether it's because they believe that they're more educated. Look, number one, let me just tell you people, having a degree doesn't mean that you've got sense. I'm telling you. There are people out here, I've said this before, that have not gone to school. They were not opportune to go to school. They haven't gone to school. They haven't got a degree. They didn't even finish primary or secondary school, but they get sense. Past person won't get masters in research. Yeah? So, you know, you sitting there, and then there are people out here who believe they're superior to somebody because somebody was in a situation where she had to go and do a shower. So what? So what? I've said it before on this street, and this is where, you know, these people feel that they can indoctrinate people's minds. That, oh, well, you know, if we keep saying a Malaysian or Losho, we keep saying Malaysian, it doesn't matter. You know, Glowria is still going to get the support because she's still better than you. In fact, the fact that you have to go so low to now bring up what somebody did in the past, to now believe that you are, you know, to act like you are more superior, actually brings you even lower than that person. So Uche, I think, you know, believe that Glowria is beneath her. Maybe she believes that, you know, somehow she's superior to Glowria, that who is this girl to come and have anything to say about me? How dare she say that my personality is boring? How dare she say that?
Well, are we in the same pedigree?
Which pedigree, Uche? Which pedigree do you have? So don't think that because you're sitting here in the UK, you've managed to do a master's in research, but even that program is now closed down now as well. You know, that you now believe that somehow you're superior. Don't believe that unique choice with that certificate, which is fake, by the way, that her degree that she's saying she got from Malaysia, which doesn't exist. You know, don't believe that because the unique choice is claiming that she has a degree, that she also believes that she is on a higher level than Glowria. You know, everybody's at the same level. Everybody's at the same level. Yeah. So I don't see why you should believe that because of that, you know, you have the right to report her to immigration.
Well, are we in the same pedigree?
And the question is, why immigration and not YouTube? Yeah. Like even me, I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not a reactor. You can see I'm not held. But when was the last time I was on here? Maybe 1 year ago. But even I know that, yes, okay, if there's a problem on YouTube's platform and I'm not a YouTuber, I know to go through YouTube's policies. Yeah. You even started the process yourself by asking people to report her. So why not just go through YouTube and say, look, this person is harassing me, this person is this? They have policies. Why take it out of YouTube? And you are a YouTuber.
Go to a video, report my video. If you love me, I'm talking to, if I can have 50 people or 30 people.
So, I mean, the good thing is that you said in that video that I don't want you to report the channel. So that was good. Yeah. Just report the video. You could have just stopped there. And then if you weren't sure that the video was being taken down, then yes, there are escalation policies in YouTube you could have gone to. I don't understand why you went down the immigration route.
I know a lot of people that are supporting me in this cause.
And we know around that time that this happened, the reason why, you know, you now went down the immigration route is because of the people that you were in in cahoots with, in WhatsApp, in live streams. And the biggest one we know is your bestie that's now in Canada, Lily Pope. Lily Pope at that time had come out to claim that she's changing niche. People are now trying to rebrand Lily Pope that she only came out to sanitize the street. But I have the videos. I have all the videos, including this one where she's talking about her introduction niche, and she's coming out to do this. And she didn't even say she was coming out to do it because, oh, the reactors are bullying me, I want to work. But she came out to say she's doing it to make money. That's the only reason why Lily Pope came out to do those videos, to make money. She said this channel was not growing. How do I make money? Yeah. So Lily Pope came out and started this whole saga on the street, video upon video that she made, talking about, bringing out fake certificates, saying how she's going to fish Glowria out of Malaysia. Her and Choice were doing live streams at the same time, talking about how she doesn't have her immigration status, explaining the process, how she will fish her out, as well as talking about all these other reactors. So this is what gingered you on, yeah? Video upon video about Glowria. And so this is what now gingered you on. Now, we all know that for some reason, I don't know why, you look up to Lily Pope. You want to impress Lily Pope. You want to show Lily Pope that, you can do it, so she'll be impressed with you. You and De Sylvia have always been fighting side by side to win Lily Pope's attention. And so this is the reason why you now say, oh, people are supporting me. I didn't know where else to go. Even though you had YouTube.
Like, where am I going to start from? There's no point.
You had two things that you could have done. You could have just gone to YouTube. Yeah, you could have reported the video. You started it. You knew what to do. Report the videos. You wanted 20 or 50 people to report the video and then block. You could have blocked and ignored her. Yeah, you could report it to YouTube, direct yourself, rather than getting even those 50 people. But there were two paths you could have taken. You decided to go down this one, carry for heads, to go to the government. Yeah, and then claim that, oh, I didn't know the consequences, or I wasn't planning to get her deported. I just wanted them to do bullying. When did...
Oh, and I'll say, what will I do to this girl? She's not in Nigeria. I would have used court for her. She's not. I say, you know what? I'm going to write to the Home Office.
Which Home Office? You're on YouTube. Why are you writing to the Home Office? Yeah, and the Home Office, by the way, is for the UK. But why are you writing to the government of Malaysia or the consulate? Why? To do what?
I've gone to email Malaysian embassy. Yes. I've dropped the email here. I wrote to them a few days ago. They replied me. They're going to send me the contacts of the police in a section, in an area. I'm in contact with the immigration. They'll get back to me in a few days and all those things. But I want to hasten it up. I want it to be fast.
But was that not going too far? Just because somebody said that you were boring?
I wrote to UN. I wrote to the immigration of the country. I wrote to the prime minister of something, the representative of the country. Yeah, I wrote to the country. I sent someone to go to the embassy in Abuja. The person got there. Now said, oh my God, that their consonants. I've seen this letter that called my name. Who am I? He mentioned, said their consonants have seen this letter. They're even having a meeting about that today. That blah, blah, blah. People started inboxing me.
So, don't you think this was too much to do because someone said that you were boring? And now the other thing that, I can't get, not only have you now changed the story that, oh yes, you went that far because she insulted your husband, and we proved already that she didn't do any insulting. Maybe the insulting came afterwards when you people are now in your live streams talking about her immigration, how you're going to fish her out. Yeah, I have Lily Pope's videos. Yeah. Now you're claiming you didn't even know the impact of going to immigration. Like how?
So, of course, in my mind, in my head, she has a stay. So, in my mind, she has a stay. It's like someone now reporting me. I have a stay here. I'll go and answer my report. Do you understand?
You don't have a stay. You got a visa, yeah? You have a visa that you have to keep renewing and renewing, yeah? And as I said before, they're not going to be giving out any more stays in the UK. It's going to be increasingly hard in the next few years. So you can't be here bragging and believing that now, oh, I'm a UK citizen, I'm a British. Many people are not going to get that I'm a British. The door is closed, yeah? So You can't say, oh, but I didn't know, that, if do you think in the UK, if somebody came, as a UK YouTuber, let's look at Prudence as an example. When Prudence had a problem with Glowria, did you see her go to the Home Office? Did you see her go to immigration? She went to YouTube, which is the correct thing to do. If you feel that somebody has cyberbullied, you would go down that route. Yeah, you don't go to the Home Office or to immigration. Yeah, and then you claiming that you don't know, you want planning for her to be deported. Why would you go to immigration then? Why? You claim that, oh yes, because she's in Malaysia, you're in Nigeria, you couldn't do anything about her. Yes, you could. You had YouTube. YouTube is global. You could have gone to YouTube and they would have sorted out the whole thing.
Report. Do you understand? I have a stay, so it's not like a big deal.
It's a big deal. Listen, once you go to YouTube, yeah, say, I just want the bullying to stop. I want the bullying to stop. And then the police officer say, what can be this one now? Yeah, this is not YouTube. This is not YouTube case. Why you bring and come immigration office? Then as soon as you put in front of everyone, we must investigate. You don't reach us now. We must investigate. You knew full well what you were doing. You and Lily Pope in going to immigration. You went to immigration to fish, as Lily Pope said, that girl out of the country. Yeah?
Because I now have the personal number of the consonant. I had his personal email. That's how far I went. Yes.
Because somebody said you were boring. You sound very foolish.
Then now people started reaching out to me, so I should just forget it, blah blah. If she comes back to Nigeria, anything I want to do to her, I should just go ahead and do that. I said I'm not right. What's my business with her immigration status? I'm just writing for her to stop bullying. That's all.
I mean, that's stupid. I mean, Uche, and you claim, I don't know. The thing is, you're saying that you're a master's in research student. In fact, did you say you had 2 masters the other day? Don't bring out your certificates like Unique Choices and Lily, because we will analyze it. You don't bring out your degree that you said. But what I don't understand is that if you're claiming, you're saying that you're a graduate, you understand? And you're a YouTuber. How do you go from, I just want someone to stop bullying me, to go from YouTube is in front of you, YouTube. So the question is, what was your real intention? Because you're claiming, oh no, I just wanted to stop cyberbullying. I wanted to stop the cyberbullying.
I didn't write for them to deport her. I don't know how she came back to Nigeria. She has not explained to her fans why she came back, if they deported her, if she used humanitarian ground to come back, if because of her fake marriage and her fake boyfriend pursued her, if she was tired, if she had people relocate, people jackpada to their country. There was nothing else I could do. The only thing I could do is to write to the immigration, the country where she is, about bullying, not about her immigration status. So let's get that clear.
But it doesn't make sense. And your own sister came out and actually reveals that you planned her deportation. Now, Glowria has said that she wasn't deported, that how could she be deported? She was buying things. It was clear that she was on the flight. She wasn't in handcuffs, so, and as soon as she got to the airport, she was free to go to her destination. So she's saying she was not deported, but that's by the side. Whether you deported her or you didn't, there's no evidence that she was deported, but it's the fact that you planned for her to be deported, and your sister confirms this is what your intention was. And I think, for me, that was evil to do. That was a very extremely wicked thing to do. And you claim to be the light. This is the thing that I don't get. You claim to be the light and righteous, and you quote all of these Bible verses, and you decided to deport a woman and her 2 children, even though she's saying she wasn't deported, but you planned it. For me, that is not Christian-like at all. And especially because the person said that you were boring. Yeah? And the fact that you now come on here and you're lying, now changing the story and say it's because she insulted your generation, blah, 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 blah. It may be that she insulted your generation after that immigration report. But in the video that you made when you said that you were going to report her to immigration, the only thing you mentioned was boring, my personality, my blah, 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 blah. Yeah?
Do you know what my sister did? My sister now wrote to the government of Malaysia. Petitioned her. You bullied her, and now that is what she always made constant reference on. If you're a Christian, you write people with immigration to send back mother and child.
And did you hear it? To send back, you wrote to immigration to send back mother and child, and that's the petition. When you petition somebody, what to petition for? What? Petition for cyberball. So a petition for cyberball. What's the business of Malaysian immigration with that? You understand? You wanted to know her address. You said, "Oh, we need to know where she lives. We need to know this." Even Lily Pope was asking her address. We will fish her out. I have my ways. I can get somebody to fish her out. If you go back to my previous video, you see where Lily Pope was saying all of that. I don't want to go into Lily's matter right now. We'll get to that later. But you petitioned to send back mother and child. And even you said that Glowria reached out and said, "Oh, why are you petitioning the government to send back mother and child?" So that's what your petition was about, Uche. And the fact that you can come here now and lie, number one, about the reason why you started this, that it was because you were insulted, rather than the fact that in your two videos you stated it clearly, it's because the person said that you were boring. And then now you can even lie about, well, I didn't want her to be deported. It's good that you are even denying, or you're trying to deny that you wanted it to be, because you yourself know that nobody will support you in that, apart from those who are truly devilish. Yeah, nobody will support you in that, and that's the reason why you cannot come out with your full chest. I say, yes, I went to immigration to send her back from that country. You can't admit that, because you know the amount of support that you would lose, even in this situation you're in now. You know it will be extremely high. So that's why you are now denying it. But your sister has confirmed that you petitioned, and you petitioned to send back mother and child. Yeah, you said it yourself. I would do everything possible. You wrote the petition. You wrote the petition to the Malaysian government to send back mother and child. Yeah, and you knew the consequences as well of sending her back. You knew the consequences, and you're even mocking now. Hey, she went to go and stay in boys' quarters. She couldn't even buy a small car, small Corolla. Where's me here with my status in the UK?
You write people with immigration to send back mother and child. You write people with immigration to send back mother and child. You write people with immigration to send back mother and child. Tell us how you came back. Tell us.
And even your sister is even saying it. What she's saying here is that she's saying, tell us how you came back. Because the two of them believe that they were the ones that brought you back because of that petition. Because they petitioned to deport mother and child. So now she is now saying, come and tell her, Glowria, tell everybody how you came back. Tell them how you were deported, how you were this, how you were that. Even Unique Choice. And this is how you know that all these people are just gossiping among themselves. Unique Choice was saying the same thing. Tell us how you left that country. Tell us how you understand. So just from their language, you know that this is what they planned. Whether it occurred, because Glowria is saying that she was not deported. Whether she's deported or not, it doesn't matter. But they planned it, and they believe that is what's happened, and that's the reason why Glowria is in Nigeria now. And I think it's completely evil.
Tell us how you came back. Tell us. Make it sit down. Do a full face beat and tell us how you came back from Malaysia. She petitioned her. You see, at that period there, you will see that life was life in her. A lot was going. She was going through a lot.
So sometimes, Uche, you got to own your own shit, especially if you claim to be Christian. Own your own shit. There's nothing wrong in doing things which other people may not agree with. We all have different opinions. We have different ways of doing things. Yeah, you must own your own shit. You can't say one thing one time and then come totally different later on. Yeah, own your shit.
I didn't write for them to deport her.
You wrote for her to be deported, and that's the reason why your sister is so confident and is laughing, cackling like a.
Use any power, any means necessary to stop bullying.
And this, for me, also confirms you were prepared to do anything, including deportation, to deport a woman and her children. Yeah?
Yeah. Any means necessary to stop a bully, do it. If it's court, if it's army, if it's whatever, if it's written letter, anything you can do to stop a witch that refused to stop, that is a bully. My brother, my sister, go ahead.
And the question is, at the end of the day, okay, you've gone ahead now. For me, I always believe that every action has a reaction, and then it has another action, and another action, another reaction, then it has another reaction, and another reaction, another reaction. At the end of the day, be prepared that when you do certain things, it's going to spread and spread and spread. And you cannot, like I said, if your hands are not clean, yeah, as I posted on my community tab yesterday, if your hands are not clean, that thing that you're throwing will remain on your hand and come back to you as well. Yeah. So my people, what do you think about this? Do you believe that Uche reported Glowria to immigration? Do you believe her when she's saying that the reason why she went to immigration was because she had no other way to turn? She couldn't get any other justice other than going to immigration. Do you believe her when she said, oh, she didn't go to immigration because she wanted her deported, but it was because she just wanted to report her for cyberball? Uche was even acting alone. Do you think that this was driven by Lily Pope? Do you think she's trying to impress Lily Pope? And to show her that she can be tough and she can get things done. Let me tell you one thing about Lily. Yeah, Lily is a coward. Lily will talk and talk and talk and talk, but she doesn't want to get her hands dirty. Yeah, she prefer to have her mumus to do the dirty work for her. Whether it's to Sylvia, whether it's Uche, she will get people to do the dirty work for her. So do you think Lily would have come out to do this immigration stuff? No, she wouldn't have. But yes, of course, she will push Uche to go and do it because, anyway.
Leave your thoughts in the comment section.